All right, boys and girls, the book that we're going to read today is called Look After Your Planet or Take Care of Our Earth. And it is a Charlie and Lola story. Are you ready? So let's begin. I have this little sister, Lola. She is small and very funny. Lola loves keeping things, all kinds of things. Boxes, old broken toys, just lots and lots of things. Not anymore, says Lola. I say, what happened? Has it got anything to do with that time that you went to your friend Marv's house? And Lola said, maybe. So yesterday, Lola went to her friend Marv's house. And Marv said, I dare anyone to go in my big brother Marty's room. He doesn't let anyone touch any of his things, and he won't throw anything away. My mummy says that his room looks like a pigsty. So a pigsty that means that it's kind of like a place where pigs would live, where it's really messy and there's a lot of garbage. So that's what we say about someone's room when we say it looks like a pigsty, okay? And so Lola said, oh, come on. I don't think it can be that bad. Well, we snuck into Marty's room and Lola said, pew. But then we heard, get out of my room now. And Marv says, let's run. So what happened was that when Marv opened his brother's bedroom door, look inside his room. It's a mess. It's a pigsty. There's garbage everywhere. It's all disorganized. There's like food and stuff on his bed. Ooh, do you want to be in this bedroom? I don't either. So you see, Charlie, I do not never want my room to look like Marty's. So I'm throwing everything away because I don't need it anymore. Well, said Charlie, why don't you recycle it? And Lola said, bicycle it? Because she didn't understand. No, recycle it. Recycle it? Said Lola. What's that? Well, it's a way that people can reuse old things in a different and newish way. Why would you do that? Said Lola. Because if we throw everything away, then we will be completely buried under a massive, huge mountain of garbage and rubbish. Ooh, nobody wants to be under a mountain of garbage. And if we don't use things again, in the end, we will just run out of everything. So it's true. Like, for example, we cut trees to make paper. And if we don't reuse or recycle the paper, then we're going to keep on cutting all the trees. And then at the end, on our earth, there will be no more trees left, just like in the story of the Lorax. So that's why recycling is a good thing. Did you know that there are these places where they make new paper out of old paper that you recycle? So the old paper gets squished up with water and other things. Then there's a big wheel that smashes it down and presses it flat. Then they make all kinds of new types of paper, like toilet paper with recycled paper, writing paper, egg cartons, wrapping paper, and even white paper that we can color on. So basically, with all the old paper that we recycle, when we take it to the recycling factory, we can change it, the recycled paper, into new paper, like toilet paper and egg carton boxes and all these things. That is very smart, says Lola. Later, Lola says, look, Charlie, Mummy bought me a special comic book. It is called Look After Your Planet, and there's a lot of recycling in it. And I say, ooh, a competition. You can win a tree all of your own to plant. So that's what they read in the comic book. Lola said, what do we have to do? Well, said Charlie, we have to collect 100 of each recyclable thing. We have to collect 100 metal cans, 100 plastic things, and 100 old things made out of paper. Whoa, said Lola. That's a lot of things. Look, Lola, you have your very own tree counter. So a tree counter is just a big piece of paper, like a poster. And I think for every object they find that can be recycled, that is metal or plastic or paper, then you can color in one of the leaves. And once you have all the leaves colored in, then Lola and Charlie will win a tree that they can plant. So every time you collect something to recycle, you stick a leaf on the branch. When your tree counter is completely full, you can get your very own tree to plant. Lola says, wow, I would love to plant a tree. Well, says Charlie, you better start recycling. And Lola says, okay, Charlie. This is a box for all the things made of plastic, like my plastic cup, like the strawberry yogurt container. Goes in here. This box is for all the metal cans that I don't need anymore. So she took off the label of the corn can and she put it in this box. And this box is for all the old paper. For example, old newspapers or some drawing paper that I don't need anymore. I say, I'm not sure we will be able to collect 100 of each thing in just 2 weeks, Lola, all by ourselves. And Lola says, of course we can, Charlie. Have you finished? All right. Later, Lola says, see, Charlie, I can recycle these toilet rolls. And Charlie says, the idea is to use the paper really slowly and not waste it so that we don't have to cut down tons of trees. Then you recycle the rolls. So what Lola did, she made a big mistake. She wanted to recycle the paper roll. So she took off all the toilet paper from the rolls so that she can recycle this roll, but then she's wasting all the toilet paper. And so Charlie is telling Lola, that's not how we do it. First, you have to use it up slowly, the toilet paper. And only then, at the very end, when there's no more toilet paper left, then you can take the toilet paper roll and recycle it. Well, we need some more leaves on the tree counter. So maybe we need to ask some people to help us, says Lola. The next day at school, Lola says, we have to save the trees and stop us being covered in a big, large mountain of garbage. If we fill this tree with leaves, then we will win our very own real tree for the school. Everyone was very excited and said, I want to do recycling. Pass it on. I want to do recycling. Pass it on. I want to do recycling. Pass it on. So they're whispering to each other and they're passing on the message from one boy to another girl, from another girl to another girl, from a boy to a girl, and so on and so on and so on until the whole school wants to help Lola to recycle more things so that they can get more leaves on their tree poster so that they can then win a real tree that they can plant for the school. So everyone at school starts recycling. Look how many I've got, said the girls. I've got lots too. You're a very good recycler, Lotta. So Lola's telling her friends that they're very good recyclers. Oh, Morton, you're not helping. So instead of recycling, he's playing with those glasses, those tin cans. So Morton goes home. He opens up his big brother's room and he finds more things to recycle. So he's taking all the recycling to school. When everything is recycled, Lola says, "Oh no, we have not filled up the entire tree, so we will not be getting our real tree." So here's the tree poster, the tree counter, and it seems like they've managed to fill up all the leaves here, but there's still some left. So she was very disappointed. She's like, we're not going to be able to get a new tree because we didn't find 100 of each of those items to recycle. But then Morton comes along and says, "Hey, I still have some more things to recycle." And soon enough, we have filled up the tree counter. "Thank you, Morton," says Lola. "You are a very good recycler." Then Marv whispers to Morton, "Where did you get all that?" And Morton says, "I got that from Marty's bedroom." So remember, Marty is Morton's brother. And Marv says, "You're gonna be in such big trouble." Because remember, no one's supposed to go into his room. The next day, we all go outside to plant our tree, a real actual tree for the school. It is the present that we're going to give to school with a nice pink ribbon around it. "Look, our very own real school tree," says Lola. "We are extremely very good recyclers, aren't we?" What do you think, boys and girls? Do you think they are good recyclers? I think so too. Later, when we are all around at Marv's house, suddenly we hear, "Who's been in my room?" So it's Marv's brother. He sees that all the garbage from his room is gone. Actually, the garbage that can be recycled. And Marv says, "Let's get out of here." And Morton says, "Oh no, quick, run for it." So, what are some things that we can do to help take care of our planet? So, it says, try to remember to turn the TV or computer off completely and never ever leave them on standby. So basically, when you're not using the TV or the computer, you should turn it off completely. Number 2, make presents and birthday cards for my friends from bits and bobs around the house. So instead of buying like new presents and birthday cards, sometimes it's better if you can make it with little things that you can find in the classroom. Number 3, try not to make mom and dad buy me the latest and most extremely good new toy, and donate some of my birthday or Christmas money to charity instead. So I think what they mean to say is that if you have some toys that you don't like anymore, instead of throwing them away, you can give them away to somebody else who can then play with them. Number 4, remember to shut all the doors when I'm inside to keep in the heat. So, for example, when it's winter time and the heating is on to keep us nice and warm, make sure that all the windows and the doors are closed so that the heat stays inside the house, okay? And also, instead of turning the heat on very, very high, if you're cold, you can just put on a thick sweater or something else to keep yourself warm, okay? And that, it says, encourage all my friends, parents, and next door people, your neighbors, to reuse plastic bags. So sometimes we get plastic bags at the grocery store, at the supermarket, and instead of throwing them in the garbage, you can use them over again. But what's even better than having plastic bags is to have bags made of material, so like tote bags, les sacs en tissu, that you can keep it in your bag and use over and over and over again, and it doesn't have any holes in it as easily as when it's plastic, okay? And so that is the story. I hope you've enjoyed the story and have some new ideas on how you can take care of your planet and our planet.